South Africa is the most unequal society in the world. In our context, this inequality is structural. It's economic, it is racial, it is gendered, and it is also spatial. The structural inequality that has really come to shape the social fabric within which we live is of course informed by the historical legacy of both the colonial and apartheid eras, and has unfortunately been exaggerated by contemporary policies and actions by the current government in terms of how people are able to access the city.
A lot of people in our group felt like, after watching the documentary, that we're actually treated like dogs in this city. And also thinking of that 100 million that has been used for the court case that could have been used for building houses for the people. It also says that we are still in the apartheid era. It feels like it. Actually, we are in the apartheid era here in Cape Town. And also noticing that there's a big difference having to stay in informal settlements on the outskirts and also being part of staying in the inner city.
We had so many people that were feeling emotional. People were unhappy because of the way things were happening in the documentary, you know. Reflecting back, it actually shows that even in the current years that we're living at, it shows that apartheid will still continue. If we do not step up as a community or as a unity now, then that actually means that we will never be able to be free from certain things.
The right to the city isn't only about accessing land or housing. It isn't only about choosing what happens and making decisions, but it's also about decency and an ability to live a decent life and to enjoy yourself. You know, it's not just about homes, it's also about recreational spaces. It's about carving out spaces physically and in people's lives where they can enjoy a little braai with their family on a Sunday, you know, where they can take their kids to play in a park that's safe. And that's an important part of power in the city too.
And also with Mama Sheila's story, we saw that domestic workers are not really valued. Currently in Cape Town, currently in 2024, domestic workers are not really valued. They're seen as part of a system that are making money. They are seen part of robots. Don't know if black people are robots. And then, yeah. And also lastly, I would say, bringing unity in our protest, including everyone that is affected in that.
We are in democracy today, but whose democracy is it? That question really stinged in me. Whose democracy is it?